And it may also be a nice bridge to start introduce the first member of our panel, which is Andreas Nobel, who you just heard talking about the notebook case. Straight away, they're interested if the criteria in TCO certified also covers the manufacturing phase and in what sense. So maybe you can just a few words about that before we start to get into the more circularity discussions for in general.
Yeah, sure. So in the manufacturing phase, we're focusing a lot on the social criteria, which we are not covering during this presentation, but worker rights, working hours, and so forth, but also worker safety. Then there are also other criteria on the chemicals being used and so forth. So if you are interested, please visit our website and feel free to read more about this because there's plenty of information there.
Great. So now it's time to introduce the rest of the members of our panel. And given the international situation we're in, they're with us through link today. Welcome. We are very pleased to have all of you here. Each panel member represents an organization that has been interviewed for our Impacts and Insights report. So without further ado, let's start at this end, Steve. Why don't you start with introducing yourself and the organization that you represent today?
Thank you very much, Cassandra, and the team at TCO, and of course those of you here today watching. My name's Steve Haskew from a company called Circular Computing. We're based in the UK, we're 25 years old, and we represent a global supply of remanufactured laptops. So when we look at a reuse model, I think you have a choice as a user. You can use your existing models that are already in the system. You can look to a refurbished model, which is a graded product, or you can look to a remanufactured solution, which offers you a solution that's regulated by an international standard that is called 888-7. So we're a business that brings sustainability with the wrappers of climate, e-waste, resource preservation. We sit very much client side. And I look forward to understanding more about what the audience is looking for today. So thank you.
Great.
Thank you, Cassandra. So my name is Sebastian Holmström, and I work at Inrego. And we are an IT refurbishment company, and we have also been doing this for 25 years. So I think it's clear from the report and from the introduction from Andreas that there are two things: use your products longer and reuse them when done. And that's what you can do already today within the linear economy. So, and we work with reuse. Last year, we reused 300,000 units, and mostly laptops, smartphones, but also other kinds of IT. So I think it's important to get started. And there are circular solutions out there already, and looking forward to the discussion. And together, we can decrease the climate impact from IT.
Thank you. Josephine.
Hi, my name is Josephine Lavander. Work in the city of Malmö, the south of Sweden. The city is the third largest city in Sweden with 26,000 employees. So using a lot of IT equipment and so a large buyer of IT products. The city is committed to achieving the UN sustainability goals. And so I work with especially the goal number 12, responsible consumption and production, together with the colleagues working with sustainable IT.
Thank you. Johan.
Yeah, hello. My name is Johan Pummel. I work for the Dutch Rijkswaterstaat, which is a government agency, operational agency for our Ministry of Infrastructure and Water Management. And one of the things I've been working on for the last 10 years is circular procurement, because it's a very powerful way to stimulate circular economy in organizations and also throughout the system of circularity. And well, I'm very much looking forward to this discussion. I think we have around an hour, so there's a lot of time to have interesting discussions and questions.
Agree, and I really look forward to it. Birgitte. Hi, Birgitte, can you hear us? Okay, let's try with Siddharth while we wait for Birgitte's audio to be up and running.
Okay, hi, this is Siddharth Prakash. I'm working at the Öko Institute in Germany. It's a non-profit environmental research institute working in different realms of sustainable development. So energy and climate protection, environmental law, resources and mobility, sustainable consumption and production. And we have been giving advice to policymakers in the European Commission, to the ministries, to civil society actors, and also to companies. My field of work is related to sustainable consumption and production and circular economy, focusing on the IT sector, and I've been involved over the last many years in the eco-design directive process and developing the criteria for the eco-labels and advising also the public procurement agencies in implementing sustainable public procurement in Europe and Southeast Asia. Thank you very much for the invitation here.
Thank you. Birgitte, is your sound up and running now? Can you hear us? Can you hear us, Birgitte? Okay, so I will try to introduce her. She will tell more about herself shortly. But Birgitte represents Aalborg, and they have worked with circular procurement, and they have also been interviewed in this report. So she will get the opportunity to talk a little bit more about herself moving forward.